Hello Aries friends, I'm LaChondevi with Power Life Hypnosis, and this is your mid-October 2018 love and romance reading. As always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who thumbs up and like my videos. Thank you to all of those who comment and share my videos, and thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. I appreciate the support from you all. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can do so at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a private reading with me now directly through the description box below. If you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, including details such as when you meet your partner, where you meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, some additional details that I do not share here, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with that partner and your ideal relationship, you can book a future partner reading with me again at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com, or you can book a reading with me now through the description box below. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app, and the link for that is instantgo.com/PowerLifeHypnosis. The links to my Instant Go, to my website, as well as to book a private reading with me now are all in the description box below, so you can check out those links. This is a general reading, of course, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do not, you can check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may. And if these resonate, you can check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to gain a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships at the ending portion of October. You can also cross-watch as well, too. So Aries, let's go ahead and get into our reading here. I have actually kind of an extended reading for you all here because there were a lot of messages that came out. So I'm very, very happy that you all are here with me right here, right now, because it appears as though we have some very important things to be discussing. So let's go ahead and get into this. We have here the theme, 2 predictions, our fortune for our love and romantic relationships, as well as our guidance, so we can discuss how to use our free will to bring about the best outcome at this time. So again, I got a lot of messages for you, a lot of cards popped out. This is a very important reading, and we will discuss all the reasons why as we continue to move forward. So the first 2 cards I have here for us, Aries, regarding the theme of what we may be experiencing here, I have here the card of this can be the one. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. This could be the one. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. This is a romance of a lifetime. So we already have so much positive energy here. We already have so much positive energy. So a card that popped out when I was shuffling right away, it was guiding us and advising us and speaking of an energy, because this is the energy of what we may be experiencing here. So an energy of being optimistic, or a reminder to be optimistic about our love lives. Positive thinking and faith will bring us romance during this time. And Aries, we're dealing with the soulmate here. This was on the bottom, so this was the overall energy. We're dealing with the soulmate here. Yes, this is your soulmate. By the way, before I began this reading, right before I turned on the camera here, I did get a message come through, and this message reads, I'm trying to bring it up. Excuse me, guys. This message says, there are good-hearted men and women in this world. Don't settle for less. Wait to learn more about a new person before giving them your heart. That is so interesting that those 2 messages came up. I didn't even see the second one. So I feel like one of these is speaking about your energy, Aries, and the other message may be one that is an important reminder for some of us. So let's go ahead and get into our predictions here. I promise that'll tie in a moment. So for our first prediction, well, actually, I'm sorry. Let's go back to this, the theme here. So Aries, when it comes to what we may be experiencing, we can see once again that we are definitely dealing with a very important relationship. This relationship has soulmates, you know, past life, divine mate energy all over it. This is very, very beautiful, high vibrating soulmate energy. Yes, we do have many soulmates that come in and out of our lives for the purpose of our soul's growth, illuminating things that we need to clear, heal, work on, allowing us to become more in alignment with unconditional love and universal love. And I know that many of you Aries have recently been in a challenging relationship in the recent past. May have been in a challenging relationship, which was, yes, likely a soulmate relationship as well. Nevertheless, the purpose for that challenging relationship, if this is speaking of you, the reason for this challenging relationship was to create some force to cause you to elevate where, you know, your love space is, or just rise, you know, raise your vibrations in love. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, raise your loving vibration, become more in alignment with love, perhaps self-love even. And that is always so important, because as we love ourselves, we can love another. We cannot love another if we do not have enough love for ourselves. And it is often that those challenging relationships can push us to the point where we realize that we did not have the self-love that we thought we had, or it can just push us to the point where we again elevate ourselves to a higher vibration of love. So if you did go through that situation, you may be being rewarded for your efforts at this time. So stay optimistic about your love life, even if there were challenges in the past, because positive thinking again, and faith that you will be able to receive that love that you deserve. If you are loving, you are deserving of love. That's the only requirement. Being loving allows us to be lovable. So positive thinking, faith, knowing that love is your birthright. We are again dealing with a soulmate, and this is going to be a very key relationship. Now let's go into our first prediction here. So for our first prediction, I have, with my Lenormand cards, we have the mice. You guys see that? Okay, we have the mice card. We have the rider card here, as well as the fish. We also have two jumper cards here with the clouds card, as well as the bouquet. So I'm going to go ahead and address this clouds card briefly. So with this card popping out, this is saying to me, Aries, that perhaps some of us are feeling an energy of confusion or doubts or clouded thinking, or, you know, maybe we're just unsure. There's some mental fog, perhaps a lack of mental clarity surrounding the situation. Let's go into this mice, rider, and fish combination here. So Aries, I can see that many of us may be experiencing some worries or some fears, some fear-based thinking surrounding perhaps a new relationship and the direction of the relationship, how the relationship will progress, the relationship moving forward. And that will make sense because we do have that cloud card here, that clouds card here, which is also speaking of those fear-based thoughts. Some of us may be feeling a little skittish about this situation, a little apprehensive about this situation. Perhaps because of past relationships causing us to have doubts or fears, or view this particular partner through the lens of the past. Because if we've always had, for example, if we've had several challenging relationships or a pattern of challenging relationships, when someone new comes into our lives, we can view them through that same lens. Nevertheless, this particular individual may be different than you are expecting, so just keep that in mind. It could be that, again, there's some worries, fears, anxieties about perhaps somebody coming to visit, or even some news coming to us. So communication, because this Rider card here can also signify communication, news arriving. So we may have some worries about some kind of conversation, some kind of news. And because this is a general reading, of course, this can be us sending this news or sharing this news. But generally, the Rider speaks of news arriving. And this could be surrounding someone spilling, pouring out, gushing out their emotions, how they feel about the situation. Again, we do have this bouquet card, and this is speaking of a very positive relationship. Joy, happiness, harmony, romance, the gift of love is all found in this card, are all found in this card. So again, we have here a very, very wonderful energy despite any trepidation that we may be having here. Yes, I just heard a message of false evidence appearing real. Fear, false evidence appearing real. And yes, seeing things through a foggy lens. Seeing things through a foggy lens perhaps. Let's go ahead and go into our second prediction here. We have the short illness card. A new child, as well as unexpected money. Unexpected money. So we're picking up a very similar energy here, Aries. So we must be very, very mindful of how our perceptions and our past experiences, first off, how our past experience can shape our perceptions of the here and now. And we must also be aware that sometimes we have misperceptions about our external world, because our external world is a product of our internal. It's not the other way around. It's not things happen external from us and then it affects us internally. No, everything is neutral that occurs in the world, and the thinking, the way we interpret it, is what determines if it's good, bad, or indifferent. That being said, it could be that our filters from the past are being projected onto our external environment in a not so spot on way. I'll just say that, not so spot on way, because things may be so much better than we're thinking. And actually no, things are a lot better than we're thinking. So if we're having fears, we have to keep in mind that, okay, sometimes these things are really in our heads, from fears, from the past. Short illness. So again, in the past, we may have had some challenges in relationships. Some of us may be blocking the connection from fully forming, or may have been attempting to block this connection from fully forming. Putting up obstacles, delays in this situation. In this new connection again. Moving forward, however, with this unexpected money card, of course, we are speaking of a lot of luck, surprises, really wonderful things that are in store. So if we are causing delays, if we are putting up blockages, we may be sabotaging something that is so beautiful for us. We may be sabotaging something. And if you are going through that, it's okay. No need to feel bad about the situation or feel, guilt about the situation, because it's actually very common. Again, when we've had challenging relationships in the past, because again, we can project the past onto this new person. However, it's seeming as though this situation is coming to us now because we are ready for it, because we are more vibrationally aligned with a higher resonating love. This may be uncomfortable for us if we have not had this sort of experience before. So again, it may be uncomfortable for us because it's unknown. It's unknown. And if we don't know it yet, we're not going to be able to fully wrap our minds around it. And again, that could cause us to sabotage something. So we may have to, again, get over these fears. Get over these fears, because we are deserving of love. We are deserving of love, and we must recognize it when it comes in. And it's interesting because when we go through challenging relationships, when the right one comes along, it usually looks different from when the others came along. It usually looks different. And that will cause us to, be more standoffish towards this person because they're coming in a different way. However, it is because they are coming in with a different vibration, with a different, way of showing love, with a different way of engaging in love with us. So we just have to keep these things in mind. So we have fears about love. We have worries about love. However, many of us have likely done the work, cultivated our self-love. And now we are being provided with a beautiful new beginning. A beautiful new beginning in our love lives. In the way that we're able to give and receive love. Perhaps actually truly being able to receive love from somebody who actually has the capacity and the ability to give it to us. That can be scary for us if we haven't experienced that before. So for the prediction, for our fortune here, again, so many cards came out. We have some really powerful messages here for you. Also, let me not forget to say this. For those of you who watched the October Aries reading, I did, before I did the reading here, I like to call upon, our guides and our helpers and our contacts. And I call upon specific ones that are specific for each sign. And when I was asking who to call upon for Aries, I also was advised to provide you all with a spiritual kick in the right direction. A spiritual kick towards more love, unconditional love, universal love, and light. So for those of you who watched that reading and you were in a place where you were able to be receptive of that energy, you did receive that energy. So it may be that many of you have been going through just some shifts, not challenging shifts, but shifting upward, shifting towards love and away from what is not love. And for those of you who also accept a spiritual kick towards higher love now, watching this reading, you are receiving that energy as well. So that's also what leads me to believe, and it's interesting because that hasn't happened before in other readings. I haven't done spiritual kicks, but I was guided to do so for you all, showing that many of you were on the edge of something greater. You were on your way to something greater. So I hope that helped at least one of you. So regarding our fortune, this half of the month, Aries. Okay, let's see here. Well, all right. I'm just going to guide it to go here first. We have the card of fire. So reckless actions can lead to conflicts. Reckless actions can lead to conflict, which would be that pushing back, which would be that, you know, that hesitancy, or that creating challenges, blockages that can hinder or delay the development of something beautiful, something that we actually really want, something that we actually really want. We may be sabotaging what it is that we truly want in our relationships. And also imagination. See, imagination may be clouding our judgment here. Imagination may be clouding our judgment. And this imagination is likely stemming from our past experiences, because again, that is how we view the world. And be aware, Aries, that we have this beautiful seduction and maiden energy here. New love, new romance, passion. So a new relationship is blossoming at this time. A new relationship blossoms. And passion and romance await. Passion and romance await. So we keep getting these contrasts and everything here. So if there's anything that is not allowing the relationship, or not allowing us to be experiencing the best, you know, feelings about the situation, if we're feeling anything less than absolutely excited, if we're feeling anything less than aligned with and energized by and grateful for and accepting of, willing to receive, willing to be present in this situation, then it may be because of us and our own doing and our own mental programming that may be causing that hindrance. So for many of us, it may be time to break free. A shift in thinking may be needed, even if it's against what we know. A shift in thinking may be needed at this time, because really we elevate when it comes to romance. We elevate. We learn lessons in challenging relationships. We learn lessons in challenging relationships, and we continue to learn, grow, and evolve. So we are ready for our divine partners. Because if our divine partners came to us at any time prior to when we are exactly ready, it wouldn't have worked out. And our higher powers and our angels and our guides, as well as the higher power angels and guides of that partner, they don't want that for us. They want us to come together to experience love. That's what love, that's what life is about. You know, so they want us to come together to experience love. So they're not going to put us together before we're ready. So it looks like, Aries, that we are now officially ready. All right, so actually, let's go here. Star. Hard times are over. Hard times are over. So those challenges, those challenging relationships, whatever energy, negative energy you felt in those past relationships, that's over and done with now. Today's a new day. Today's a new dawn. And moving forward, you will be feeling good, Aries. So look forward, Aries, look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. Your wishes are coming true. Your hopes, your dreams, your goals. Now is the time. So this is a really, really beautiful time. And any kind of shift, change, transition, it's not easy. It's not easy because if it's unknown, our minds may struggle against it. Our minds may struggle against it. But if we know that's what we want, what we really, really want, then we have to move forward despite the fears. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway. It will get easier and it will get more comfortable. And as you see the results that you receive, it's going to feel great. Not only comfortable, but great. A proposal. Proposal. A romantic or business opportunity is indicated. So again, deepening of commitment. There's a rose here. Passion, romance. A commitment. And I just heard even a commitment from a past life carrying over now. But there's a beautiful opportunity in romance here. Marriage. Proposal. Marriage. Look at this energy. Look at this energy. And then I'm just gonna let's just throw it all out there, you guys. Love. These are the cards that came out for you. This is excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent energy. So there gets a point where we reach that promised land of what we seek. Even if we've been struggling against the current, if we keep moving forward towards our goal, if we keep and hold our intention in our minds, we get to a point where we achieve it. We achieve it despite whatever past struggles we have or we have had. Congratulations. You're in the promised land now. You are moving towards deep love. Deep love. And with this marriage card, so this situation could very well result in a marriage. This person very well may be a divine mate, our divine mate here. And that is so beautiful. And I'm getting chills as I say that. I'm getting chills on my arms as I say that. So this is really, really great, Aries. Marriage. So Aries, you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. So this is going to be a brand new energy for many of us. A brand new energy. Something that we thought we may have, experienced at some point. But this is going to be much, much different. This is going to be something that's real, authentic. Because it appears as though, and just what I'm picking up from this reading here, whoever we are dealing with, whoever this person is speaking of, I'm feeling as though they likely have enough self-love. They have enough self-love to give love to you. They have enough self-love to be able to give away some excess love. And that's beautiful because that's what makes a healthy, interdependent relationship. That's what allows two people to thrive in a connection. So when we are codependent, we cannot thrive in a relationship. We are stifled. Our creative potential, our ability to truly give and receive love is stifled. Love. So Aries, love surrounds all of your connections and especially this one. So move forward positively in all areas of your life. Love surrounds all your connections. So I'm feeling as though there's just going to be a lot of positive energy available to us if we are now aware of what is going on So we can release those thoughts and just know that, okay, if I'm afraid, it's because I'm uncomfortable, because of my past experiences, but this is a new day. This is something new. I must take life on life's terms. I must go into this knowing that this will only have a positive outcome for me, and there's so much potential for good to come here. There's so much potential for good. This is something given to me by my higher power, a gift given to me by my higher power. I'm deserving of this. There's no need to be afraid because this is a soulmate. So even if I have fears, even if I just can't shake those fears, knowing that this is a soulmate signifies that whatever is to happen is for my betterment and the betterment of this individual. So I can let go, let God, and just walk into the situation with alignment. No expectations, no attachments. Let's just see how things go. And watch the beauty unfold. That's a very beautiful position to be in. And really, when we've had challenges in the past, we want that new energy, right? When we've had challenging relationships, there has to be a time when that is left behind. Especially as we grow, learn, and evolve and become more aligned with unconditional love and loving ourselves as we raise our self-esteem. Because if we have a lower self-esteem, then we are more likely to view others in a positive light who do not deserve that. So as we work on ourselves, elevate ourselves, our souls, our spirits, our love, we attract those who vibrate a similar frequency to us. And that is, again, one of love, light, all those beautiful energies. For our guidance here, first off, we have the Here and Now card. Excuse me, guys, I'm going to take a sip of water. Here and Now in the reverse, and actually all the cards that I have in front of me here for our guidance came up in the reverse, signifying the dark side or the shadow sides. So these are things that we have to work through here. And this number 32 in the reverse, this card speaks of a change that needs to occur here. Maybe there's been a pattern going on for a while or lack of change. However, it speaks of either a need to change or a change upon us here. And it is reminding us, Aries, that when we focus too much on the past experiences, past partnerships, things we were told in the past, ways that another person made us feel in the past, when we focus on the past in whatever way, it causes us to leak power. When we are overly focused on what can happen in the future, all the things that can go wrong, what may not go according to plan, or whatever that may be, we leak power, because right now is the most important time. Right now, we are manifesting tomorrow. So what we do, what we think, what we focus on today is what builds momentum that will show up tomorrow and the next day. So today, we must focus on looking at things in a new way. We must focus on aligning ourselves with love. We must focus on being grateful for the blessings that are coming to us. Blessings, I'm sorry, not that are coming to us, not that are that are here now, that are clearly here now. Being grateful for these things. And as we focus on that energy, as we put more effort and more energy into that we will attract in the future, that we will get more of. So if we focus on fear now because of the past, or if we focus on fear now because we're afraid of the future, we're only going to breed more fear. Fear only breeds more fear. Focusing on fear only breeds more fear. So we're going to be, I just saw 3444 on the clock. So yes, transitions. There are transitions happening. We are progressing as a result of angelic healing as a result of healing. And that is so beautiful. We are bringing stability and security to our love lives. And that is really, really positive. So again, let's focus on what our thoughts are in the here and now. Being grateful for this wonderful situation that is upon us. And as we practice gratitude and appreciation and thank God, Spirit, Universe, or higher powers, we will receive more of that love, and we will see evidence of more love, more romance, more happiness, more joy, more fulfillment in our lives tomorrow. So let's be aware of that. Let's be grateful for these beautiful things, because there are many people who I'm very sure would love to be in your position right now. So having this opportunity, even if we are afraid, is something to be grateful for. So we also have here, this is a higher power card, number 4 in the reverse. Number 8, the tribe. Again, reverse position. Between worlds, number 3. Transitions, transitions. Higher power in the reverse, Aries. This is saying to build stability against security. Bring angelic healing. Bring light to the situation. We must be mindful of our higher thoughts. And by our higher thoughts, I mean the place where we are manifesting from, our dominant thoughts. So if we are focused on the past, or if we are allowing the past to bleed over until now, and our thinking and our way of viewing this situation, then that is the place where we are manifesting from, which can cause sabotaging, delays, and challenges. We must have that perception of our thoughts. We must be mindful of our thoughts. Because what we are focusing on, again, what we focus on is going to manifest tomorrow. What we put our attention to, we're going to get more of that. So if we are giving our attention to old relationships, old partners, old hurts, old wounds, that is where we are manifesting from. That is the energy that we are putting into this divine, beautiful situation with all this wonderful potential. In contrast, if we are choosing to align with God, again, universe, spirit, or higher powers, knowing that they are always co-conspiring for our greatest benefit, knowing that they are only going to provide us with that which we ultimately seek. Even if there are some challenges along the way, they had to prepare us for this moment, because again, if we weren't ready, then we would have missed a beautiful opportunity. So we just must be mindful and put our focus on manifesting from a place of knowing that all is working out for our benefit. Knowing that this person is here for a reason. Let's just see how this goes. Sometimes we have to go into situations without fear, or not without fear, but let me say this a different way. Having the willingness for our hearts to get broken. Having the willingness. You know, if it happens, it happens. It may be worth it to see. Because in this instance, you may be coming out on top here. But this is the beginning. But again, it's just so much good energy here. That marriage, proposal, long term. This could be the one. Soulmate. Keep your optimism high. Keep your optimism high. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Message. Stay optimistic about your love life, as love is eternal and essential. Okay. It's like, We got it. We got it. We got it. Okay. Let's shift our thinking here from lack of love to love. Lack of love to receiving love. I'm just hearing this person isn't going to play games with you. I just heard this person isn't going to play games. And we will find that out as we continue to move forward, as we allow that other person's actions to speak for them versus their words, because talk is cheap. Somebody can say anything about who they are, anything about what they have to offer. They can say anything. Talk is cheap. Talk can only go so far. Promises and these things can only go so far. People can say anything. But as we keep an open mind, move forward in this situation, still the whole time putting ourselves first, our own lives first, you know, what makes us happy first, allowing that other person the space to take care of themselves as well. We are still two separate entities. We're looking for interdependence here, not codependence. So we are looking to have our own lives, our own separate lives. And by having our own separate lives and being happy in those lives, we're able to bring the best of ourselves together with this person. So again, we must focus on our relationship with ourselves, our relationship with our higher powers, and allow that to be where we are manifesting from. Allow that to be where we are showing up from. And that will be our best bet here. So again, we have this number 8 tribe card. So this number 8 tribe card is speaking of going against perhaps old groups from the past. For example, say again that we've had challenging relationships and we've had challenging energies around us. Maybe we've had a community of challenging, you know, energies, of negative energies around us. We must be willing to go against the thinking of the group, the tribe, and have our own way of thinking. So if there are people that told us these negative things about us before, gave us these negative beliefs, fear-based beliefs about love, that was that collective of individuals that may have been very similar. We're somewhere new now. So we can form our own ways of going about love, thinking about love. Let's also refrain from compromising who we are because of those groups. So if somebody tries to tell us something, or we deserve this, or we're this, or we're that, we don't have to compromise ourselves. We know who we are, us, not them. They can't tell us who we are. Nobody can tell us who we are. Only we can tell ourselves who we are. You know, only we can tell ourselves. We can, you know, listen to another person's opinion and choose to believe it or not. We can choose to believe what they're selling us or not, or choose to buy what they're selling us about ourselves. But again, we must also be willing to stand up for what we want in our relationships and express who we truly are. Be our authentic selves. Not make ourselves small. Not make ourselves small. Empower ourselves. Stand up for ourselves and be willing to be real and authentic in our situation, in our relationship, and with this other person. And we will find that we are very deeply lovable and wonderful just as we are, just, you know, for who we are. So trust this time, trust this process. Our heart knows what it wants. Our heart knows the direction for us to go in. So let's just follow the direction of our hearts. And when we struggle against what's in our heart, that only creates turmoil within ourselves, and that's us causing unnecessary turmoil. Why we cause turmoil by denying what it is that we really want, especially when it's right here in front of us. So take it and run. Take it and run. Again, number 3 in the reverse between worlds, speaking of transitions. Nevertheless, this is saying, Aries, that this time, this transition here is not going to be, excuse me, it's not going to be exactly what we've been expecting. This is going to be different from our expectations. If we are expecting things to go the same way or go the way they always have gone before, we're going to be happily disappointed. Happily disappointed. So, again, let go, let God, focus on yourself, being happy. We must focus on being happy. That's our dominant focus in life, being happy in the here and now. Because if we're not happy in the here and now, that affects our lives in so many ways. That affects so many areas of our lives. So first off, let's put our focus on being happy right here, right now, loving ourselves, having a strong connection with our higher power. And then from there, we have the foundation within ourselves to offer healthy love to another, as well as receive healthy love from another. And really, when we're in that healthy, good, strong, empowering place, anyone who's less than where we are, it's not going to work. They're not going to vibrate with us. They're not going to vibrate with us. They're looking for somebody who's on a lower level as well. So let's enjoy this high frequency here, this high frequency of love. So just be open. Be open to the surprises. We did get that card of unexpected money. So be open. Oh, and then we did have this card here of, again, gifts, joy, surprises, beautiful surprises. These are big surprises here. Big joy, big gifts, big luck. So let's just be open to it. Let's just be open to it. You know, start off the day with the attitude of, I wonder what amazing things are going to happen today. And that's going to, just as I said that, that created a beautiful shift in energy. I felt it. So let's just be open. I wonder what this has to hold for me. I wonder what this holds for me. I'm curious. I'm open to see. I'm putting myself first, and I'm open to see. I'm open to seeing what's coming of this. And that is how we can use our free will to bring about the best outcome in this situation. So Aries, last but not least, we have our postcard from Spirit. Dear Aries, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything or everyone, or you might have no value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or nothing will get done, be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you. You may think you need to conform to what the tribe is saying. You have to go along with the tribe. But again, the card came up in the reverse. So we're not doing that. We're being ourselves. We're going our own way. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome, right? We spoke about that. But we don't think that will be a good choice, Aries. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different, right? How synchronistic is this? This is very beautiful. So Aries, set that boundary. Delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. So you can state your needs. If this is a very early relationship, I would be very careful about stating everything that you want, need, desire, and giving another person the ability to show you your Prince Charming, your Princess Charming. Allow them to show who they are first without telling them who you want them to be. Because sometimes if we too early, well, not sometimes, when we are in relationships with the wrong one, or when we come across the wrong one, which we may have in the past, and we tell them what we want, what we desire, what we're looking for, that gives them the wonderful opportunity to present to us just that. Just that. Doesn't mean that that's who they are. So delegate responsibility to another. Ask for your needs to be met. So you can state what you need from them. Again. And when faced with an impossible situation or sticky mesh relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it. I can't control it. And it's not my job to fix it. So this could even be speaking of relationships from the past. Nevertheless, from there, you can carry on. So you can carry on. It feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Loving you so, so much. So Aries, those are the messages that I have for you, and you are loved. This is a very, very beautiful energy that we have here. So if you would like to know more about your relationship with this person, your compatibility, if you would like a confirmation of this person's intentions, or you want to look deeper into the situation, you can always book a private reading with me now in the description box below, and I would be more than happy to look into this situation for you all, because I am on your side. I am rooting for you, and there's a lot of potential here for something beautiful. So if you would like to know how to proceed, you know what to do in this situation, more insight, feel free to book a reading with me, and we can go into all that lovely stuff so we can build a beautiful solid foundation at this new start, at the beginning of this relationship, so there's a beautiful foundation moving forward, because there's a lot of potential here for a long-term, solid, beautiful, divine, loving relationship. So thank you all for staying here with me through the end. Glad you came and checked out this very long reading here. Thumbs up, like this video if the messages resonate with you, Aries. Comment, share, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already for additional messages. And again, if you would like to book a private reading with me, you can go ahead and visit my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a reading with me now in the description box below. And you can also cross-watch the sign of whoever you are interested in, whoever we're speaking of here. I'm wishing you all so much luck. I'm sending you all love and light in the highest forms. And I look very forward to seeing how this situation unfolds for you here. So again, thumbs up, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you here all again very, very soon. Mwah. Bye, Aries. Have a wonderful time here.